Hey everybody, it's Lacey. Welcome back to Paws and Paper. So we're continuing on with our series of page layout ideas. So today is going to be this piece here, and it includes a pocket for a little tag here, and a pocket for a little tag there, and then a pocket in the back for a great big tag there. So that is what we're going to make today, and we're still using up some of these scrap pieces. So let's go ahead and make this piece here, and we're going to move these two signatures out of the way. And I'm just going to begin here with my paper. I have, again, I'm just using scrap pieces here, so really you can make these however big you want. Hi Xander, how are you?
Helping out.
Oh, you are? Really?
Yes.
I don't know if you can help with this one.
Well, I'm going to grade it.
Okay. So
I'm your teacher.
what we're going to do is the only thing I did was I took this piece of scrap, and mine here is about 8 by 7.5. And I just kind of measured by folding over, because however far you fold it is how far, you know, like however far you fold this piece, this is what you're going to see here for your tuck. So if you can see what I mean here, however far you fold this piece back, this is all you're going to see. So I'm just kind of judging how big my piece was in order to fit, you know, like on my signature page here. So you can make these however big you want. And then because it is directional, I think I'm going to go this way, because otherwise when I flip it up, because this piece will flip up, my flowers will be upside down. So I'm going to go this way, and I am just going to eyeball, and I would say I have about 2 inches there. That's close enough. And you could score these on a scoreboard.
Make sure you crease it.
Make sure you crease it. Thank you. But I'm not going to do that either. I am just strictly going to fold it. And then this here is going to be this flap that you're folding up. Again, just however much you want to kind of see. How much am I doing there? Maybe roughly about 2.5, maybe.
3.
I think it's about 2.5.
I mean, hey, you got a measuring ring.
I know, but I'm not really measuring. Okay, so now we have our folded pieces here, like this, okay? So that's what it's going to look like. So now,
make sure it looks like 4s.
What you're going to end up doing is cutting off. We want to cut off this square down here, or this rectangle down here. Okay? So now I'm just going to go a little bit over my fold marks, and I can trim it up later.
Make sure you're accurate.
I'm trying. And then I'm going to do roughly the bottom here. Okay, so now there's my piece. This is what it ends up looking like when it's all folded. So that's going to fold over there. That's a piece. And then the bottom part folds up, and then that's your pocket piece there. And I did just sew around the outside, and I only glued this side and did a little faux stitching there. But that is the general piece, okay? So there's really not that much to that. It's just once you get your folds going. So I'm going to do the fold again, and then I will go and sew around it. So we'll put that to the side. So here it is again. Again, I'm going to check for direction. I think I'm going to leave my plainer side on the back, lining it up, and determining roughly 2 inches I want to show there. Fold my paper. Crease it, and then I'm going to fold the whole thing up. Actually, it's easier to just open it up. That way it's not quite as thick. And then determine how much of a pocket I want to see here, because then this becomes my pocket. So we're going to do roughly that. Again, I am not measuring. I'm just kind of looking to see how it's going to look. And then this is the part you want to cut off. So we're going to cut off this bottom section here again. Just trying to cut on the opposite side of my fold. And you can go back and trim it up later if you need to. Okay. There we go. So now it's going to fold over like this, and then this will fold up. And now we have our two pieces here. I'm going to put my thumb notch in. Okay, and now I am going to just do the fun part of inking around just a little bit, a light inking. And then I will go, and I mean, if you wanted to sew these pieces individually, you could, and you don't have to sew any of them actually. But if you wanted to have this pocket sewn, you could sew these pieces first and then glue them down. But if you see on this one here, I didn't do that. I just did a little faux stitching, which I think looks cute too. I like to intermix both with a little bit of actual sewing and then a little bit of just the faux stitching. I think it looks cool, I think, when you mix them both together. That way you never know quite what to expect. And then if you forget to sew something, you can just be like, oh, well, I meant to do that. That's the way it was supposed to be. Okay, so there's our two little pieces. Super easy, right? Okay, so now the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go sew this straight stitch all the way around, and then we'll start gluing it down. Be right back. Oh, I forgot. Before I do that, I want to, since I'm not sewing these pieces here, I am going to glue my flaps down here. So before I go sew, I am going to glue these little pockets down. Okay. So there's one, and let's do this one, and then I will go take it to the sewing machine and do a little stitch all the way around. Okay. There we go. All right, now I am going to go do a straight stitch all the way around, which will close this pocket here. Now, if you're not sewing, you're going to want to glue this pocket down on these two sides, and then you've got your two pockets. I will be right back. Okay, so I have my two pieces sewn around, and now either if you sew or glue, now you can go back and you can clean up if you want to, but you're not going to see the back of them. Because I am going to glue this down as a pocket too. But if you want to straighten up your edges or do any trimming or anything like that, if you feel is necessary, now's when I would do my trimming. So here's my two pieces, and I just easily decorated here. If you can see this one, all I did was put one of those really pretty, like what I've been calling like those stained glass stickers. So I'm going to see which journal I had. Did I have, I think I had this one here, and this one was going to go here. Okay, so let's see what we have in the line of colors, and then I've kind of just been laying them down, looking to see what kind of sticks out. Pink might stick out better on that one, and maybe a green one. I did this one on the other one. Let's do this one here because this is kind of a pretty one. So easily decorate. I didn't do much embellishing. I lost my Fabrifix. Here we go. I didn't do much embellishing on these. Just a small embellishment, nothing crazy. So these are stickers, but I am using some glue on them just to make sure they stay down. And that's about the extent of the decorating of this pocket that I did. This one here. Which one do we want to do? Do we want to do that open flower or this one? I think let's do this one. These are really cute. They look really good on just plain like white paper. They really show up then. There we go. There's our simple, easy embellishment on our little pockets. Okay, so now let's put this one in the journal, and then we can put our little pieces in. So this here is going to be 3 pockets. We got one in the front, one on the side, and we're going to make the one in the back. So I am just going to glue down 3 sides to make this a pocket. I'm sure you can make variations of this all kinds of ways. That's the thing, you know, about ideas here. You get an idea and then you go ahead and you kind of tweak it a little bit to how you want it. Okay. And this one here, I did not go all the way to the edge. So I'm trying to stay kind of centered between my spine and the edge of the page, but then I'm all the way at the bottom. Okay, so there's that one. And let's just get this one glued in there before I lose it. I'll end up losing it here before too long. And then we're gonna make the little pieces that go in it. So super easy, right? Again, I'm just using all kinds of scrap pieces from a 12 by 12. Alrighty, and then there we go. Don't want to get too close to my spine there. I still have to leave a little bit of room for this to get, you know, I have to bind it in my book yet. Hopefully this thing doesn't get too chunky. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Using all this scrap paper adds more bulk to it, you know. So hopefully it doesn't get too bulky. Okay, now I just did a great big tag in the back. So I did have all my pieces kind of prepared here. So I'm going to do that in the back. And this one here, I am going to line it because it's not a real writable piece. So I'm just going to kind of fold this. This is just a scrap piece left over from this paper pad that we made. So I'm just going to cut this down. So I've been using those leftover pages of that notebook to make this, to line the back of my tags. So now I'm just going to make it a tag shape. Okay. And then I'm going to center that in there. And you can ink around it if you want, but it's just been coffee dyed, so I think I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been inking this like crazy. Everything is just lightly inked. Didn't want it to be, this wasn't going to be a grungy type journal. Okay. Just wanted something a little bit lighter. Okay, so now I'm just doing this so that you could write on this tag, if you so choose. Bone folder helps smush all the glue down. Make sure it gets to the edges so your paper doesn't peel up. Okay, and then I had a little tab thingy at the top. Yeah, these little tabs. Now, I'm not sure where these came from. I'm sure somebody will recognize these, but I got them out there somewhere. So I just cut these out and inked them up, and I'm going to put this little tag on there. Now this doesn't coordinate with the, this didn't come, I should have just cut tags out of the paper pad, but I had these laying around and I thought they were super cute. So I decided to use them, but you could easily, oops, I wanted this on the front. You could easily just make a tag or a tab out of more scraps. Okay, so there we go. And I did not sew around these, but there's my big tag. Now, if you don't like just the plain scrapbook paper, you could just go to town decorating that up, but that'll go back there, and that's super cute. So here's an offcut scrap. Again, this is some of that resume paper. So I thought we could just line the whole thing with that. Because this is the, you know, in the paper pad, it's the page that has all the tags on it. And I already cut out one page of all the tags, and I really didn't need 2 pages of tags. So I'm going to just use the other side. And then let's just glue this on there. And get that lined. So I'm trying to stick with the same kind of papers. Now this paper was in another, it's what I made another piece out of another journaling piece out of here. So kind of the same textures. Try not to mix too many of them. We've already got coffee dyed paper in here, scrapbook paper, and then this pretty resume paper. Now since I've glued this on there and backed it, like on this one here, I just did a little piece. I did that like half piece and then put some decoration on it. But since this piece wasn't able to do that, I might sew around this entire thing. Because I always worry that my edges are going to come up after I back the whole thing. So I'm going to go sew around this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did sew around it and I did ink it up so that you didn't have to watch the boring inking. Now on this one here, I had cut out a picture from that little book that I was using, the Alice in Bible Land storybook. And I did put some music page behind it because my piece just wasn't, I mean, that piece right there just seemed kind of small. So I did put some music page behind it, but this one here I found a bigger page and I think I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to put the larger image there. I don't feel like I need to back it with anything just because this image is a lot bigger. So I don't feel like it is drowning on that journaling card there. Okay. So then we'll just put this cute little image on there. That's what I've been doing with this journal here. Just my focal images and embellishments have been from this cute little book. Because I think just the colors are so pale and light. Like they just match very well. Okay, so that's my little journaling card now, and that went in here. Super cute. And then the last thing I had, I just cut out one of the pre-done tags. This is the opposite side of that, the tag kit that I showed you. And what I did was, here, let me grab that. Hang on. Okay, so I wanted to show you. So this is the, this is the offcut. Here is the tag. And see how it says, love you? Well, I really didn't want those words on there, so here's what I did instead. I went ahead and cut off another scrap right here, and I lined the bottom, and I chose my own words down there. So even if you have these tags with words you don't really like, if you can, just scrapbook them up or put new words on them. So that's what I did on this one, and I just inked around it, and that's going to go right in there. And I don't think I even did anything. Nope. I just left the little hole, like the embellishment thing at the top. So there is that page layout. I hope you guys like that. And should we finish this one real quick? We've got time. Okay, so this one here, I can tell I need to trim my bottom here. Does that affect anything? No, I don't think so. Don't like that sticking out there. Actually, I don't want to. Nope. We're just going to, I'm afraid if I cut that off, my tag is going to come out the bottom there. So we're not going to worry about that. It's not bad. See, it's just barely sticking out, but if I could have cut it off, I would have, but it's not that terrible. Okay, so this one here, I have pretty much everything already done and ready to go. I've already lined everything, so now this one is just assembling. So there is the tag. There's this one didn't have any words on it, so I just stuck that one in there. So there's that tag. And then this cute one here, I have put another little image on there. And that one goes in there. So there is our 3 little page layouts for today. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and we're going to keep continuing on decorating pages. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.